Okay, cool. Just enough room. These fork seals are done. 58,000 miles. They're done. Fork protectors are off. Forks are actually in pretty good condition, really. So it's pretty good. They've done their job. I take the forks off or anything, because yeah, these are going to be a bit of a pain. I probably should have loosened them before I took the wheel off. Let's see if I can do it. There we go. There we go. That's something from falling out. Yes, we take the handlebars off, don't we? I hate taking off the handlebars. It takes me ages to get them just where I like them again. Right. Is there a way I can mark it or end? I wonder. Just remember that it's the handlebars at that sort of degree angle, so I can reach easier off-road and I can reach it on-road. Go forward just a bit. This is precisely why I make these videos, to remind myself. Next time you're doing the fork seals on any bike, take the front wheel off after you've cracked the top nuts. I might have to put the front wheel back on to be able to crack these top nuts. Let's see what happens. I say this every time, this is a broken torque wrench that I bought for very cheap. The only reason I bought it was because I use it as a breaker bar. And I have to mention this every time because people complain if I don't. Oh. Ooh, phew. Okay. Touratech aftermarket ABS guard reviews. It seemed to protect my ABS over the years, but the bolt had seized. So I tried to undo, rounded immediately off. Don't know if the bolt was made of cheese or whatever, but whatever. Rounded off, tried drilling it. No luck. It's probably all melded in there or something, I don't know. So follow the ABS cable up, and let's just unplug it from the top instead. Taking the side of the bike off, if you have a BMW, you know that there is a lot of screws to get all of that off. Thanks Touratech for protecting my ABS all of these years. But your bolt didn't survive. This cable here. Part of me was thinking to snip it, to be honest. But, you know, I'm here this is a long job anyway. What's another 20 minutes? The exact 45 minutes that I tried to drill this out. ABS cable untangled, got it wrapped around the front fork. Should be able to just pull the forks out now. Hooray! The pogo sticks are off. Oh, they're heavy. I guess I have to leave this now. Come back to another day. Oh, it looks a bit funny. Cleaning up, and this is how bad the fork is. The oil is just coming out the top straight away. Look, the seal is so badly gone. I'm going to be very interested to see what oil, if any, is left inside. Fork I cleaned with my cough. This one I did with just a bit of GT85, which is basically just WD-40 or whatever. And the GT85 did a better job of this. This is a bit more pronounced, and it came off. And I was scrubbing hard. I was scrubbing very hard. This one will probably come off very easily. This one will with a bit more. Maybe you'll get some GT85 from there. But this looks like this, which is okay. But this looks like this. It's so much cleaner. It might be hard to tell on camera, but this, once it wasn't giving me, I wasn't impressed. And then as soon as I wetted it again, all the mud just kind of dripped off, and I thought, that's really good. The only problem is with WD-40, it does dry. With the muck off, it does dry out certain points, so you do have to re-lubricate and stuff. So, combination of GT85 and muck off is actually pretty good. Right, let's get under here, get that all clean, and then we can take it apart the rest of the way. I'm also streaming today, just to, you know, thought I might as well. Forks now. Now, I probably could maybe change the fork seals without taking off the fork brace, but it would make life so much easier if I could actually remove the fork brace. However, the fork brace is not making my life easy. Ugga Dugga machine has failed to open it, but I've sprayed it with some penetration, and hopefully now it will lift off, but we'll see what happens. Welcome to my nightmare. Right, so this is where I'm up to here. This sucker, I only want to get one side off really, and this sucker won't come undone. These suckers won't move at all, and this one started moving and then stopped, so the other one came out alright. I've tried blowtorching it. I mean, now I've exposed enough so I could get the hacksaw in there and chop that, and then this bolt would be free. The oil drain, this came out one fork, which is probably about right maybe, and this is about half of what it should be, so that's not great. Right, let's take these apart. I'm going to give it one more try with this. If it doesn't want to come, I'm just going to work around that. So I put this on I skipped a step, but what I've done is I put this on the floor, put this on the end of here to give me a bit more leverage. I actually did it like this and gave the thing a kick anti-clockwise to loosen it up. You don't want it too tight, but yeah, now this will come apart and we can undo one of them. And it's just they're literally just that first initial bump needs to get going. Now hopefully this comes out with ease. Right, put down the camera and take all this apart. Take one apart today, and then clean it all up, and then maybe I'll reseat it in, depending how easy it's going to be. Hey, got it. And out it comes. And out it comes, that's it. That's the internal cartridge, which is going to be a bit of a pain. It's not actually, these are actually pretty good to do, actually, I believe. Right, so, one fork leg out. Luckily with this, I take it all off on this side, so it's not like I have to take it off this side with blinking reverse forks and stuff. Oh, and it's raining again, lovely. Right, so let's get a knife to make a nick in this so I know which way is the top one off. I could probably do the forks today actually, let's see. Right, so let's get this off. Right, don't drop it. This is the top. And take a nice big nick out of it. Oh, I am doing a live stream at the moment still, of course. But yeah, if we just focus in, there's a tiny amount of pitting here. You see, it's such a tiny amount, little bits here and there. I'm gonna grab some lovely, very fine sandpaper and just, if I can find some, and just clean up this little bit here. This is just a great big horrible dirt mark, so we're just gonna clean all this up. I want my fork to be as nice as possible for when the new seals go on. After years of searching for about 10 minutes, I finally found my mallet. Right, next step. Fork seal. Now to do the fork seal, what I like to do is I like to grab a bit of this. Might be a bit too long, but this is the bottom of a milk top bottle. And I can use this to slide on my fork seal past that bad section where the clamp's been sitting, and yeah, get it all on like that. So that's what we're going to do. That is what I'm going to do. So let's get the forks up here. Okay, so I've just finished for the day in the shed. I've done one fork seal. It was a bit of a pain. Put the forks back in, reassemble the whole job, and let's see what happens. Let's just cut to when I've done it. Done. Torque all this back up again, and then take it for a test ride. It's pretty handy. This is a little 3D printer I printed. It's got these little notched edges, so it's easy to grip. And I've got grease inside. And it's nice and brightly coloured, so I should be able to see it whenever I put it down. Well, I just took the bike for a quick spin, slammed on the front brake quite hard a few times, and it stops a lot better. The front doesn't dive as much as it previously did on the last ride I took. Yeah, it actually stops quite well. Handling is so much more improved as well. Who would have thought that having 250 mils missing out of your roughly 500 mils of oil, so basically half full, one of the forks was. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Alright, let's put this back together.